Dear heart, everyone, and welcome, my fellow uncouth Americans. I am Shelness the Shining Star. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe, you lazy bastards. Thank you. What? Just because I'm a poor pagan woman, I have to dress like a ugly old hag, cackling all day? Please, you bigots. Really? Besides, what's more terrifying than an entitled princess? The very first Halloween celebration in America. First and foremost, as a lot of people these days know, Halloween is a celebration from Samhain, a Celtic pagan holiday in preparation for the winter months and protecting against the evil spirits during the thinning of the veil. Samhain meaning summer's end. They would dress up in demonic or scary costumes with masks to ward off these naughtier spirits and fae. Oh, and yes, there was smudging of ash on themselves from sacred barks, herbs, including their own strains of sage, not California white sage, but a wood sage called Ure and that's in Gaelic meaning mountain yew. After burning to purify the air of bad spirits, disease, plague, whatever, they would smudge the ashes all over their skin, sometimes in forms of runes, geometric shapes and writing. Or they were just simply smudged head to toe. You get the idea. Bring Christianity around in the 8th century, not to exactly replace Samhain, but to add All Saints' Day, which is November 1st. Hence All Hallows Eve being, the night before. Which we now know as Halloween today. Celebrating the holy souls of saints, they would go from door to door for prayer cakes. They were treats in exchange for praying over the lost loved ones. Then later adding All Souls Day, which is November 2nd, to honor the dead overall, all souls. About the late 1800s, the true immigration for Irish, or Scotch-Irish, as they were called by the English, British Americans of the time. But thanks to the Puritans, most of those celebrations brought over by the Celts, mainly Irish, were shunned by the church and governors of colonies as pagan rituals, depending on the colony as well. Not to mention their understandable distaste for Catholics at the time. Yeah. Not that you got much more respect. Oof. Well, sorry. However, many of the territories adopted these holidays at face value and for fun outside of godly chores day in and day out. When it came to Halloween, most everybody joined in more so as in October or harvest festivals. The Irish usually carved turnips for lanterns, but swapped, when in America, to the much easier to obtain and bigger to illuminate pumpkins instead. There would be games for both children and adults. They would all do this in either refined masked attire or fun shredded demonic rags, usually smudged in ashes and dirt, attempting to scare and tease the other party guest. There would be centuries of the old tradition for telling scary tales and horror stories, everything from the old country to the new legends of the American forest, where the natives lurked as terrifying creatures in the night, waiting to do their witchery on pale children. Originally, Red Man Injuns would not reflect on Halloween because, and in all fairness, it was yet another colonial white man's holiday. Irish, Scottish, English did not matter to them. It was paleface, period. Speaking of which is which? The most I could find of the Native American celebrations of such was Dia de los Muertos, which is more seen as Hispanic and separate of the Red Indian, as the term was called back then. Relax. And if you've been watching my vids, you'll know that by now By this time, Spain and the Spanish conquerors invaded the West Indies, Bahamas, other South American areas where the Aztecs celebrated their goddess of death, Mictecacilhuatl. Sorry if I got it wrong. Meaning Lady of the Dead, and had their own Day of the Dead for her. Therefore, forging that celebration with All Souls Day when Catholicism was introduced. Silence. To All Hallows Eve, to All Saints' Day, to All Souls' Day, to Dia de los Muertos, and to all the horrific American fun to be had. Stay safe out there, everyone. Slán, my darlings. Slán. Oh, I forgot. Tee-hee. Princess. Bye-bye. Are you buying it? Are we good? Yeah? God damn, this stuff is strong.